Pocket. $1,200 worth. $700 goes to the winner. Half of that, $350 goes to the runner-up. $50 available to the winner of each string. Obviously, should they tie, they split that at $25 apiece. There are many other opportunities for our bowlers to make some money. You're all pretty much familiar with them, I think, but I will remind you as the program goes along for any of the folks who perhaps might be joining us for the first time. Also, this is a $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware Stores and Home Centers, and that will go to our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks. Okay, let's talk to today's bowler, shall we? David, nice to see you back again. About a year since I saw you or so.
That's about it, about 11 months, yeah.
Yeah, and what have you been doing since then? Are you on the tour still?
No, I just was on for the 1 year, and then I took the year off. I just wanted to see if I'd improved enough to be on there. So I might get on again.
Well, good. I wish you luck in going. I knew you were on when we talked the last time. Anyway, yeah, and gave you an easy one last time in Rosario Lecchiara. Now I give you another easy one here.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're all tough.
And Bobby, last week now you had St. Patrick's Day going for you, being a Kelly, and you won. But you also had your good luck charm with your son here. Did you bring him again today?
Yeah, he's back there again, put me on.
All right.
Had a few breaks last week and helped part of through.
That's all that counts. It's you knocked down more pins than the other guy, right? Well, you both have the ability. I see you're both better than 120 bowlers, and I see that. I lick my chops and look for a good match. Good luck to you and to you, David, and we'll get underway right after this. Today's challenger, David Smith of Braintree. League average 121. And he leaves 4 horsemen right side and the opposite corner, the 7-pin. Ooh, just missing the head pin. Too full on the head pin, so it's a 6 to begin. He has a high single of 184 and a high triple of 464. Had a 662 in winning his 5-string roll-off. Leaves 2. Unfortunately, they're not necessarily 2 easy ones. Too bad. Nice try. With the 5 and 6. David representing the Crowell Bowl in Stowe and the Situate Bowl away. 9. Now Bob Kelly, our defending champion from Stoneham. He defeated Paul Berger to win his title last week. One, 2, 7, and 9. And he makes it. Bob was a finalist in our championship show back in 1980. 8 is the drop. He has a 3 and a 5 with wood to make it 2 in a row. No, he missed the 3. Has it for a 10. Our challenger. Just missed the hammer. The 5-pin stayed up. Now wood rolling back toward it and hitting it, but not quite hard enough. For a spare. Made it. Everything down except the head pin. For a spare. So a pair of spares for David Smith. Our defending champion, Bob Kelly, he gets another spare leave. This one's made up of the 2 and 4. Made it. Seven is the fill, and he leaves 1, 7, and 8. 3 pieces of wood all together and little to the right of the back of number 1. Good try. Got the 1 and the 8, but not the 7. A 10. All right, we're going to take a check on the scoreboard, as we always do after 4 boxes of the first string and 4 boxes of the middle string. With David Smith having a bonus ball yet to be thrown, the score right now is Bob Kelly, 55, and David Smith, 44. Challenger David Smith trying to make it 3 marks in a row for $50 in bonus money. Just 4, leaving 4 horsemen plus left side, plus the 5 and the 8. And 1 piece of wood that finally does settle down just to the right of number 1. Everything down except the 7 pin. Waiting for wood to settle down. David is single and employed as a folder operator. You probably, if you're familiar with doubles competition and also the state championships that are carried on Channel 5, you know his brother Doug, who teamed with Craig Holbrook to win the state doubles championship. 4 horsemen left side and the 9 pin. It was a nice left pocket hit, but even with the piece of wood near the 9, it still becomes awfully difficult to make the inside pin, meaning as opposed to the corner. Now Bob Kelly. Bob is married and to an excellent Candlepin bowler you're all familiar with, Marianne Kelly, and they have their young son, Cam Kelly. Bob is employed as a letter carrier. He has a league average of 123, a high single of 210, a high triple of 481. He had a 718 when he won his roll-off, and he's representing the Londonderry Bowling Center. Everything went down except the 10 pin. Waiting for wood to settle down. Made it. Now our challenger, David Smith, comes up. Al Giglio keeping score on the electronic scoreboard today, and Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the live audience. Strike! A hammer for David Smith. First ball. Gets him just 3. Let's see what he can get on the next one. Ooh! For a minute it appeared as if he was going to go right down the same spot. But he did get 8. And he's left with the 9 and 10. 10. Bob Kelly working on a spare. Here's the bonus. Yes, it is a strike. 4-pin wavered, then finally toppled. Just 4. And how many more? 9. Left the 5. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator, and of course Ralph Stewart is our lob line judge and referee. There he is, right at the lob line. Phil Rubin, our producer and director. Boy, that diamond is tough to make. Diamond wins again. Eight. In our crew today, we have Ray Smith, Roger Rice, Dick Erickson, Skip Peabody, and in post-production editing, George Eller, Doug DeBitt. Two, 4, 6, 10. Wood in front of the 6. Good try. He knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to kick the 2-pin over, but he went just a fraction too far left. And they still amaze me, these guys. They're 60 feet away and throwing that small ball at the skinny pins. Bob Kelly. Side saddle triangle. This one is made up of the 2, the 4, and the 8. Two out of there, but the 4 and 8 are still there. Ten. 123 and a box to go. He will work on the diamond right side, made up of the 3, 5, 6, and 9. Made it! And we all know that that is not easy to convert. 133 plus this. 7 more, 140. Fine opening string of 140 for our defending champion, Bob Kelly. And he picks up $50 in bonus money for winning the first string by a score of 140 to 1. Champion leads it off. Here's Bob Kelly. He expected more. Leaves the 5, 7, and 8, but has favorable wood behind the 5. You can tell, even if you weren't looking, the reaction there. He just did not hit anything. And it was there. Once again, a good hit on the head pin. Leaves 2, the 3-pin and the 10. Wood in between. Made it. Now our challenger, David Smith. David of Braintree. David has 2 to convert for a spare. The 2-pin and the 5-pin. Made it. Bonus ball. Got 6. Would prefer that the 4 standing would not be in the diamond configuration. Nope. Once again, the diamond wins. A 10. So in the first 2 boxes of the middle string, each bowler with a 10 and a spare. Now we'll find out what Bob Kelly's fill will be. Here's his 5. Everything down except the 10. $10 in the box. A hammer, and a very authoritative hammer. David Smith comes up. Diamond left, no wood, and the 10 pin over on the right. 2, 4, 5, and 8 plus 10. Got a half of the diamond. The 2 and the 4. Now 5 and 8, and the 10 still there. So it's a 9 box. The leaders right now for our True Value Championship show the last week in August. Gary Carrington is the top seed with a 435, followed by Steve Reno, 433, Don Santiago, a 425, Paul Berger, a 421, and Bob Shepard, a 404. Once again, David Smith faced with the diamond left plus the 7 pin. And everything went down except that 8 pin in back. He's all over it for a 10. Once again, a check on the scoreboard, as we always do after 4 boxes of the first and of the second. Bob Kelly has 2 bonus balls yet to be thrown, and right now, with pins down in the middle string, they are tied at 45. First bonus ball. Kind of a thin hit to the right side, leaving the 1, 2, 4, 8, 6, and 10. Still 3 of them there. So 7 was the fill, 9 in the box. Three, 5, 6 triangle. 5 only out of there. 3 and 6 still there. Nine box. Pair of 9. Our challenger, David Smith. Spread eagle. a moment it appeared he was going to go right down the middle without touching anything. He did get a couple on the right-hand side. And it's an 8. Missed the head pin left side. So he's got the 7 pin alone, and then on the right, 4 horsemen right side, plus 5 and 9. Missed everything, so a little pressure shot coming up here now to try to get everything on the right if he can. And he did. Responded very well to that. Now moving to lane 3 here at the fairway in Natick. A strike for Bob Kelly. Strikes in a row. And everybody knows what happens if a bowler gets 3 strikes in a row. All right, David Smith. Six, 9, 10. Couple of pieces of wood, not pieces of woods. Oh, pieces of wood moving around. Went too far to the right. Got only the 10 pin. It's a 9 box. So he began with a spare 6, then went to a 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 9. Spare lead, but not an easy one. It's one of those tricky triangles. This one is made up of the 3, 5, and 6. No wood. Can he make it? So many times we see somebody get 2 of them, but not all 3, or just 1. For a 10. Bob Kelly comes up on lane 2. He already has 2 strikes in a row. Boy, he gave it a good effort. The 10 pin is still standing, and so is the 5. But the 5 rocking back and forth and looked as if it fell, it would roll right into the 10. So 18 the fill on the 7th box. Eight. And a lob which didn't cost him anything. It's an 8 box. Got locked in on 8 after trying for 3 strikes in a row, which of course would have been worth an extra bonus of $1,000. Thin hit, right side. Diamond left plus the 7, and also the 10 pin over on the right. The 8 pin didn't go. It's a 9. Now our challenger, David Smith. 2 fine strings for Bob Kelly. Five, 6, and 10 is what David Smith is looking at. Got the 6 and 10, but that 5 still there. And it's still there. An even 90 going into the 10th box. Half Worcester right side, punching out 3 and 9. Went to the left side and still has 4 pins standing. Does not look as if he will be able to get his 100. Nope. So it is a 6. And another $50 in bonus money goes to Bob Kelly for winning the middle string. And the score after 2. Our defending champion, Bob Kelly, 273. Our challenger, David Smith, 208. David Smith of Braintree, down by 65. And he punches out Half Worcester on the right-hand side. Again, the 3 and 9. And again to the left side. So this is very similar to the 10th box of the middle string. It's a 5. Two, 5, and 7, and Wood to the left of the 2. 5 wouldn't go. Got the 2 and 7. Now our defending champion. Our high-low jackpot is up to $600, the 1, 7, 10. Winner will get first try at it. Then the runner-up, if neither hits it, we add $25. A strike! Too bad, but that is not a strike because Bob went over the foot-foul line. Now, so far, just 1. And he makes a 7 out of it. Actually, in attempting to stop at the foot-foul line, his speed stopped, but his body continued. And he broke the plane. And called instantly by Ralph Stewart. 7 and 8 with favorable wood. 1 next to the 7, 1 next to the 8. And he did not miss that opportunity and makes a spare. Already up to 273 after 2. Obviously, he would like to throw a big number up on the 3rd, and so he hated to lose that strike. Speaking of strikes, seven on the first ball, and one of those triangles again. 3, 5, 6, no wood. He made it. Bob Kelly has a spare up on the board. Here's the bonus ball. Strike! Almost left the 4-pin. But this... Whoa! Good thing there was some wood there. He had a single pin to 4, but he had wood across it, and fortunately for him, the wood was wide enough. So $50 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row. David Smith gets 8, but unfortunately the 2 pins standing are the corners, the 7 and the 10. Using the wood. Almost. A 10. Held that one just a fraction too long. It missed the head pin and went to the left, leaving 4 horsemen right side, plus the 5 and 9. Everything but the head pin. It's a 10. Bob Kelly has 3 marks in a row, so every mark consecutively now would be worth $50 apiece. Big 9. Now he has the 10 pin to pick up for another $50 in bonus money. And he's all over it for another $50 in bonus money. And that bonus streak is still alive, where every mark is worth $50 as long as he can keep them going consecutively here. Six, but he's left the 1, 7, 8, 10. Going to be tough to get another mark here. He needs a 127 for a 400. Okay, the bonus streak stops there. It's 8. He's at 90 right now with 4 boxes to go, needing a 127. A 127 would get him the 400, and then 21 pins more would tie him with Paul Berger, so that would mean a 148. David Smith facing 4 horsemen right side, and the 5 and 9 waiting for 1 piece of wood to settle down. Good try, but 5 got the 4 horsemen out of there, but the 5 and 9 still there. A 10. 82 for David Smith through 7. That looked as if it was going to be a much fatter hit than it turned out to be. Time called. Ralph Stewart wants to take a check on the piece of wood. See whether it is behind the deadwood line or not. Watching it roll right now. Obviously very close to the deadwood line as he is watching it intently. Now indicates that it's about 4 inches behind the deadwood line, therefore it must remain there. David got 2 of them. Nine. Now Bob Kelly, who had an 8 in his last box. Eight and 10, and wood in front of the 10, and to the left of the 8, couple of pieces. Went for the one on the right, bounced it off the sidewall, but did not get what he wanted. The ball coming over and spinning around now and getting ready to go into the pit. Being watched very carefully by Ralph Stewart to see whether it's going to touch. And Ralph waited to the very last moment to be sure it would. He didn't want to rob him of an opportunity to get that 8. Did not get it. So basically he's had 2 boxes that he would like to have back again. Obviously looking for at least the 127, but would like to have done more. And with an 8 and a 9 back to back, not making too much progress. 3, 6, and 7. Good try, but the 7's still there. He moved it, but too much on a lateral plane. A 10. 109. So he has to mark again in order to get the 400. Not to get the 400, but to get what he would really like to get. Bob Shepard right now is in 5th place with a 404, but that would not appear as if it would stay up there too much longer. Final box now for David Smith. Right now, 106. And 9. 107. All right, let's see where Bob Kelly finishes. 127 for a 400. Everything down except the 7 pin. And he's all over that. 119 plus. right at 400, and of course he has another 8 pins beside that, so he's at 408 right now, and hoping to pick up the 4 and 7 for another mark. Will he get it? Whoa! It didn't go. $409. So he gets his 400, but not exactly what he wanted. With a 136 and a final score of Kelly 409 and Smith 315. Channel 5. This is the year of the 100% adult handicap tournament, which means that they think that a lot more people are going to be involved because it's going to be a handicap for all bowlers to make them a little bit equal. You know, I explained to you before, one guy's got a 100 average, you've got a 90, and you got 10 pins to start the string. It's expected that this year's tournament, therefore, is going to draw a lot larger crowd, people rooting for and people participating in. And the youth events featuring the singles, the doubles, and the teams are going to start during the vacation week in April. If you haven't already gotten your entry blank, you can get it at your Massachusetts Bowling Association or a brochure. But anyway, if you want any further information, and this is the last time I can tell you, really, contact Bill Bolton, the NBA Managing Director. His telephone number is 617-933-4MBA. Okay? All right. For $250 and a total of $724, which of course means anywhere from $714 to $734, I'm going to be reaching in there, and if we do have a winner, we'll be emptying this thing all out again. As you know, when you send in those cards to WCB Candlepin Bowling, WCBB TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192, you also know that even if you're nowhere near that, if I draw your card, you will receive several prizes. For example, here are the prizes Phil has for you today.
A Jovan Florals gift set. Lily of the Valley, Wild Honeysuckle, Jovan Black Orchid, Island Gardenia, and Night Blooming Jasmine. Enjoy all these beautiful floral fragrances from Jovan. And Schaefer's ballpoint and pencil set in exciting fashion colors. These fine writing instruments come gift boxed, are engravable, backed with Schaefer's lifetime guarantee and made in the USA. And a Jerry Redding gift set. Conair and Jerry Redding products bring you the finest in hair care today. Jerry Redding Mousse and Milk and Honey Shampoo, plus Conair Professional Hairstyling Brushes.
For $250, $724, anywhere from $714 to $734. To give away that amount of money. Hey, this thing's getting a little bit full. Wouldn't mind having a winner, or we could empty it out. All right, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Here it is. This one comes from Lowell, Massachusetts, O'Brien Terrace. It is Stella Tynowitz, and her guess is $749. So next week it's going to go up another $50. It's going to be worth $300. Our high-low jackpot is worth $600. What do you say, Bob? You want to take that home? How about that? What a day! $600 on top of that. There's $50 there. David? Oh, I thought you had it, David. I thought you had it. Okay, if you'd come here, David, please. And once again, I'm sorry I have to give you the smaller trophy, but maybe one of these days you're going to come back and get the big one, $350. And no bonus money, but it was nice to see you again.
Thank you.
All right. Baby needs a new pair of shoes, so Daddy went out and did it.
You change his diaper more often.
Boy, you did fine today, I'll tell you. $700 for winning, $600 down there, $350 also in bonus money. Great. Wow, you're rolling right along. You've got the big trophy, $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware Stores. Son of a gun, a big day. Huh? For Daddy? I'll say. We don't know who's going to be challenging him next week. That roll-off hasn't been held. But you'll be here to root anyway, won't you? Yeah. Baby. Don Gillis will hold you. Bye-bye. We'll see you next week.